What's up? What's good? What's good? What's good? Driven to talk to you today. Why is success so hard? A great anchoring point for me lately. I think I might cough again. Hold on. Has been anchoring everything through muscle meditation. Whether that is a concept that I invented in 2015, if that's a concept that invented well before me, I do not know. I have no idea. Um, I think yes, when I initially had the idea for muscle meditation back when I dropped out of fucking college, um, it was a very unique idea on my own. And then I had researched and found that someone else had done it before me. But I don't think theirs got too big. I don't think they did too much with it. So, why is success so hard? A lot of people idolize instead of analyze. And then the people that they do choose to scrutinize viciously and harshly and critically, you can argue that as iron sharpens iron, they're attempting to make you stronger. However, you can also see, as Nino Brown would put it, when people see that you're going to be better than them, you are better than them, but you haven't seen it yet. They will do anything it takes for as long as it takes to keep you from there. There aren't many people who understand the only way people truly get rich is by making other people rich or robbing people. We're trapped right now with so many people thinking that what they want to accomplish or what someone else is accomplishing is unimportant or invalid due to finances and money. But if you abolish the system of finance and you have to purely just look at things from people would say meritocracy or egalitarian. I don't think we really have a word for what I want to say in English. I have the issue today. Trying to discuss how I felt and what was on my mind. And I couldn't find a word to describe how I was feeling today. And I needed a word to describe how I felt. And such is so with me as an American attempting to imagine a world without finance. Even for myself as someone who sees the issues in finance, sees the corruption and sees how much damage money and the lust specifically for money has done. And I wouldn't so much say money as far as debt, inflation. It's everything that comes with it that becomes the burden. The expenses. Why is success so hard? Even now, as I attempt to get this point across, I guess if you're going to make B, I I like solutions, like actually solving the fucking problem I set out to solve. There's so many barriers with language. You only have but so much time. The thoughts come to you but so much quickly. And everything is coming to you unless you write a script, which I did not do. At that moment, if you write a script, then you can take weeks, or take an entire week, make one video a week, and then that's success. That's hard to do. Is it hard to execute that? No, you want to make 20 videos a week, 30. You see this guy making 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 videos a week. You're looking at this person and they make one video a month, It's hard to know. I remember, oh my God, I never thought this shit would be relevant before my fucking life, but right now. I used to take karate, like low-key took karate. I was a white belt. And it was like my first or second day or so. Dude pulled me aside and said, if you see that everyone else is driving like 100 miles an hour and your car can only go about 80 or 60, maybe you should just do 60 or 80 miles per hour. Because when you're bad at something and you try really, really, really hard, people laugh and they clap and they applaud, but you have to also understand that these are the same people that watch public executions without batting an eyelash. These are the same people that live under a system of racist white supremacy and applaud the people that uphold racist white supremacy, and then parade the people that pretend to fight it, funded by the racist white supremacy, to enforce the shit that the racist white supremacists do. But with that, why is success so hard? You got all these racist white supremacists trying to kill all black people. And they've done everything they possibly could to kill all black people. Why is it so hard? As someone said, when the law of attraction, the power of the mind movement started in America, the difficulty of a black man and how deadly it would be for a black man to adapt such a mentality was that it didn't seem true. But what the actuality is that the same power of mind that you have, other people have. Everyone has. It's no secret. It's no gift. It's how we were built. It's how we were created. We all have that potential. People purposefully limit potential. People purposely withhold knowledge or create paywalls around knowledge. There's not many people that give willingly and flow willingly. So they're gonna fight you. They're gonna belittle you. They're going to challenge you. They're gonna it's like they only know one way. And it's not as though they don't know other ways exist, but they only know one way. You have to kind of reposition yourself. When a student embraces a master, he embraces the master, believing that the master knows everything and he knows nothing. As a slave, The master owns everything. I own nothing. But does that really make any fucking like sense to really live like today? Does it really make sense to embrace other people as if they know more than you do? They have to at least know as much as you do, or slightly more, slightly less. You all have access to the exact same information at this point. Yes, there's still massive paywalls behind learning how to perform a surgery properly, or how the proper legal way to sell a house. Yes, there's still access that needs to be granted to be able to do those things legally. That doesn't mean that you can't fucking do it. You shouldn't. You shouldn't fucking just perform surgeries. But I've definitely written characters. I see, like, he's like, oh shit, he really, no, like, really, I've definitely written, I have this one character named Scarlett, aka Valencia, her real name, Valencia, and she's a nurse practitioner who's also a deadly freaking assassin. And she does back alley surgeries. She's an angel of death and an angel of life all in one, I guess. A lot of fun making that character. But yeah, you probably shouldn't do back alley surgeries. You know, it's not the wave. Because it takes time to learn how to do things properly. And it doesn't just take time. That's like the critical fucking thing. Is that it doesn't take time. It's an equation. It's like effort times focus over time. And if you really put a lot of effort in and zero focus, there's not going to be a lot of time, because 0 times infinity is 0. 0 plus infinity is infinity. 0 times infinity is 0. You know? So that's the never getting off the couch. Never recording the video in my case, because I don't really like doing this shit. I'll be real with you. I enjoy it to some extent, but it's not really my thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'll get better at it. I'll figure out how to make videos and how to communicate properly, whatever. But like, yo, I'm not the best videographer at all, bro. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. But I'm not putting forth 0 focus, you know. I'm putting in as much focus as I honestly possibly can, you know, and I'm putting in forth a great amount of effort, because I'm really getting out of my comfort zone to do this. And if I actually post this video, oh my god, like that's, and I've been doing this for years, but I've been doing it very inconsistently for years. I've been doing it sometimes, talking about making videos specifically, like on and off, once a fucking business quarter, maybe, like maybe consistently for a little bit, then fucking fizzle out and whatever. Because what is your success? I didn't have any definition of success for YouTube. If it's getting 1 million subscribers or making $1 million off of YouTube, then I simply just wasn't willing to put forth the time and the effort and the focus to do that mechanism through YouTube. And when your goals are honestly too big and unreasonable, failure is inevitable, because if the definition of success will be obtaining your goal, it doesn't matter what your goal is at the end of the day. I personally, to me, I don't give a fuck unless you're a racist. If you're a racist white supremacist, I don't want you to win. Just like you don't want me to win, I don't want you to win. It's like playing Settlers of Catan, and it's like only three people left, and it's me, the racist white supremacists, and the Asian people. And quite honestly, I know that, I may not win this hand. I may not win. Maybe next game, I got it. We run this back, whatever. But I definitely don't want you to win. If you're a cool white person, then I'm all for you. I think you're great. If you're a racist white person, then I just like I have nothing. I have nothing. I have the same love for you. I'll give this to you. I'll give this to you. Cause some of y'all were abused and forced to be that way, so I get it. I love you as much as you love me. That's what I say. And I'll respect you as much as you respect me. That's the courtesy I'll give you. But I ain't gonna allow you to treat me the way that you feel like treating me, and talking to me the way you feel like talking to me. That shit ain't fucking happening at all. Why is success so hard? The time it takes, the effort, the focus. And I would definitely say, in terms of this like specific video, the ability to just stick to the plan, to just stick to the point in this specific case, without jumping on tangents, without getting distracted, without too many anecdotes. And maybe some people like that, but it's like, if this is your goal for people to like that, then so great. It's like when you're funny. Do you mean to be funny? Or was the humor at you? Is the humor seeing you eye to eye because you made a joke? Or is the humor, I've already cast you into this image, and you're just trying to get out. Like, I don't know why you're trying to get out of my, I don't know why you're trying to get out of the, so that's when people make jokes on you, they roast on you and shit like that. I don't know why you're trying to get out of this box I set for you. I don't know why you're trying to feel better about yourself than I do about myself. It's like I don't give a fuck, dude. I really don't give a fuck, bro. Like, at all about what you're doing. If it's something positive, then like I'm there with you, bro. If it's something that helps humanity, then yeah, I'm there with you, bro. But a lot of shit that people want to do, other people don't want you to be successful at. If you attempt to kill me, I don't want you to be successful in attempting to kill me. I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna find someone to beat your ass. For real. And if you do, I'm gonna have people burn your shit to the ground, man. Like, you put a fingertip on me the wrong way, I have people burn your shit down. That's not a threat. That's a fact of life, my nigga. Cause it's like, if you want to get rich and famous to flex on people, to disrespect them, to fuck their monogamous partners, and to disrespect them, like, what kind of, like, you need an audience to succeed. You need true fans. You need people that believe in your vision. You need people that believe in your product. Or people that know that your product is so damn good, they're not going to get the same quality anything else. Or there's such a limited quantity of what you offer, and there isn't enough people to serve the community that you're aiming to serve, that you succeed by the proxy of being the only fucking person there. You went to the fucking balloon blowing competition, not balloon animals, just the ability to blow a fucking balloon competition, and you showed the fuck up and you got first place. You went to the Paper Airplane Festival and you got fucking first place by proxy. That's success for some people. For other people, you can see the boxing bag behind me. It's like some people want competition. They want to see what their ability is compared to other people, what they have compared to other people, and they want other people to view life through that same sense of competition. And once again, I don't give a single like. I applaud people that do, and I applaud anyone doing well. I applaud anyone like fucking working on it. I don't. It has nothing to do with me. If you take a vacation, show me pictures. That's great. I'm not even interested. I'm like honestly not even interested in taking a fucking vacation right now. I don't want I want to live in a place that people pay to vacation at. That's what I want. I want a lifestyle that I don't need to escape from. I want a lifestyle that I don't need to use drugs to cope. I want a lifestyle in which I don't have to pay millions of dollars to keep myself on life support to stay alive. You know, my family doesn't have to worry about an untimely death or, you know, heart attacks, disease, shit like that, you know, or a mental break. Like, I want a life in which, like, this shit that people want, I want millions of dollars, I want this shit, I want that. And it's like, what are you gonna do with it? It's like, great, but like, what do you, like, someone can give you $1 million tomorrow, what are you gonna do with it? And then you're either gonna be back at $0 or worse off, you know, because you don't know the value of $1 million. You know, have you ever tried to budget $10 before for real? Like, for real? Like, have you ever had to budget $10? Have you ever had to budget $10 to survive for a week? You know, that's not a comparison game. I'm asking you a real life question. If you've never had to manage the value of $10, I can't give you the value of $1 because we're hyperinflated. You know, but the value of $10, you know. Then to really understand like how much you could really buy and proceed to push yourself forward with such, which honestly would seem like a mind, like if you're gonna ask someone legitimately for $10, like yeah, a lot of people would probably say no, but you're probably gonna find one person that'd be like, yeah, I'll give you $10. That's essentially like all this shit is really just panhandling, bro. There's a reason why like two things like panhandling and pyramid schemes. There's a reason why like, these things aren't made illegal. There's a reason why these things aren't really like squandered or lost upon. Is because that's all this shit is. Is like selling products in business is literally just fucking panhandling. It is begging people, but instead of just begging people for money, you have this weird compulsion that you have to do something for them for the money, or you have to create something for the money, which is like honestly a pretty ludicrous and insane concept because it just exists. The concept of currency, the concept of finance, the concept of money, it's like it's 1000% like fucking theoretical bullshit, man. Some shit that was just created. It's just there. It's there. And you have people that mentally attune to wealth and they really just hone it's like learning how to play golf, like Tai Lopez learning how to play basketball. And I think that's like one of the like major things people kind of miss. And I've never really got to study Tai Lopez or pay for his courses. I've never done that. So I have a very outside looking in perspective on Tai Lopez. I don't have any personal connection to him. I have no real negative experiences or ideas about him. I would say I've heard plenty of negative things about him, but I really don't. I'm definitely not gonna ignore. Like if someone's like, "Hey, this guy like eats and murders people." Okay. I'm sorry. sorry, like the ludicrousy of that just like fucking made me. I did not expect that. I didn't expect that to come out of my mouth. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. I'll pass. It's alright. I'm not going over there. But it's like, man, that guy just. Mm, I don't know what it is about him, but I don't like him. I don't know. I might 6'8", you're a fucking asshole. I've made like a few friends that way, honestly, where like the main group of people that were there who were popular, and I guess we would say the idealized version of some form of success. Like those are the kids that you wanted to be friends with. You wanted the resources and the access that, like allegedly, I guess, if they had them or they didn't have them. And that becomes the reality is that, like, when you're looking at people as a student looks towards his sensei or towards his master, you are looking at everyone with this kind of perspective that they have more food on their plate than you do. Needless to say that people have different diet restrictions and dietary needs, and some people do need to eat more than you do live. Some people do need less to eat to live. But to not even factor that in, and you're just simply looking at other people's plate. And even if you have so much on your plate already, you're still looking at other people's plate, trying to take off of their plate because they're not eating it quick enough. So you need, but you're not eating your shit at all. You're just taking everyone's shit off of everyone's fucking plate, and that's essentially what finance really becomes. Is that when it is a means to life, not just a means to an end, but it's become a means to life itself. When people hoard wealth, you boycott their business, they boycott your skin color. I'm sorry. Oh man, like I think these motherfuckers are really mad about the '70s. They're like, you motherfuckers really tried to step up on us. You motherfuckers really tried to see us eye to eye. Okay. Private prisons, crack cocaine. Now what? And weed's illegal. Now what? Oh man, they're so evil. They're so diabolical and so evil. But why aren't they successful? It's like you fail to really understand why do you want to do the thing that you want to do? And is it gonna have a very natural resistance to it? Is the thing you're going to say going to upset people? Is it going to hurt a child's feelings, you know? And that's a good. I like that. I never really considered it. Like, say things in a way that you wouldn't hurt a child's feelings. Saying, I think sometimes you have to hurt people's feelings. I think sometimes you have to. In my current self, as I am now, but I would like to think a more evolved, a more mature self of me. I would like to speak in a way in which a child wouldn't cry, a child wouldn't feel hurt, especially when I have to deliver. And I think that's honestly, maybe that's the fucking problem with the world, is that that's what we're trying to do. Maybe let's not hit kids, but if we have to hurt their feelings, but like, no. It's a really tumultuous journey because some people want to hurt people. Some people really do want to go out there. They want to hurt people. They want to cause stress. They want to cause travail. They want to cause drama because they really ain't got shit else to do with their day. But kind of like the song Keen Kaleidoscope, their song Sabotage. It's like, if this is success, I've already reached this ceiling. Like if this was my goal, this is what I wanted to accomplish, and then I accomplished it, and it's like it's not enough. Because it would have been enough for who I was a year ago, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever. But it's not enough for who I am now. It's not enough for the people around me now. When you initially wanted to be successful and you initially wanted to accomplish your goal, you didn't know how much time it would take. You didn't know how much focus it would take. You didn't know how much effort it would take. And you didn't know how much it would take you away from all these people who wanted you to do something for them, something else, something different with your life, something better for yourself. But you want to be successful within the thing you choose to be successful in. You don't want to be successful in the shit they want you to be successful in. Because, like, who are they, honestly? For me to want something for somebody else, like, it's very selfish, you know? I can't want something for you. I can't want you to want something for you. It's very selfish. Because then you're assuming this person doesn't know what they want already. You're assuming that the person who's addicted to a drug hasn't already realized themselves. Like, you're addicted. It's like, no shit. The fuck? It's like an alcoholic. Like, hey, you got an alcohol problem. Like, whoa, really? Damn, I thought I was drinking like this because I liked it. I don't really drink alcohol, by the way. That's not really my thing, but I'm just like saying, like, for real. Like, we approach people at the adverse of approaching a situation as a slave approaches a master. We approach it in this very bastardized, very abusive, and very just outdated, concept of a parent talking to a child, or the concept of talking to a child. And I don't know if you realize this, but like, a child's capacity is only as great as you give them. If you tell a child that they can, and they will, and they should, and they could, instead of shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you didn't, they do. A lot of parents attempt to either A, live vicariously through their child, or B, when they can't live vicariously through their child, they abuse their children. Because it goes from, oh, I have the perfect plan and I can do all these great things for you, and it then turns into, well, I don't know what's wrong with them. Well, you should have just listened to what I had to say. And it's like, it's like, maybe you need to learn how to listen to what I have to say. Maybe you need to learn how to listen to other people in general. And when you approach a child as if this child is dumber than you, I had a fucking neighbor, man. This kid was like 6. This kid was a fucking genius. A genius. You can give him any math problem whatsoever, he just, like that, like, just a fucking genius. It doesn't matter how big the fuck he's, a fucking genius. Six years old, smarter than most adults. some people are fucking stupid and they have kids and they have no value for education. They have no value for enrichment. They have no value for the arts. They have no value for athletics. They have no value for this kid living a decent, well-to-do life. And not just within their financial value, within the sense of value and simply just life. They don't have that because they don't have it for themselves. So you're not going to be successful because, one, your version of success is comparing your life to other people's without copying their grind, without copying their method, without copying the time, effort, and results and conditions that it took to get there. Like the Flash trying to regain his powers in Flashpoint Paradox, where he's trying to become the Flash again. Now he has no powers. Now he's trying to recreate the exact instance. He became the Flash. You're not doing that. You're not doing what the first Flash did, any of that type of shit. You're doing some bullshit that you know is not going to work, and you do it repeatedly over and over and over and over again. And then complain about how the system is corrupt and how racist white people are. It doesn't matter how racist a white person is as long as they don't put their hands on you or fuck up your opportunities, man. People are going to have prejudices, and quite honestly, there's enough people to be wary of whatever the fuck it is that they're afraid of on both sides. There are enough racist neo-Nazis that even white people should be terrified of, because they're really that convicted that people like that would kill anybody. It isn't people like that don't care what color you are. They might act upon it instantaneously. Like Ahmaud Arbery, rest in peace, brother. Instantaneously on you because they're racist white supremacists without any sense of morality or ethics. Absolutely, and they're a danger, but they're a danger to anybody. That gets a white, argument with another white, there's a good chance they would fucking kill, hurt, stab, murder, or wish death upon, that white person as well. It's likewise with black people. You can talk all that crackety cracker shit. All you want, for real. There's some niggas that would stab you for what you have. They would kill you for what you have. They would fuck your girl. They would fuck your mom. They would take anything away from you that they possibly could to make you feel miserable or kill you like they did a lot of these rappers, bro. It doesn't matter what color a person is. So that'll be the number 2 thing is why you're not successful is that you want to decide who supports you instead of accepting the support that you get. You don't want the nerdy, geeky, less popular people to support you and have conversations and talks with them. You don't want to talk to the people that only have 200 or 50 or a few hundred followers. You only want to talk to the people that have thousands and hundreds of thousands and tens of thousands and whatnot. And it's there's a lot of horizontal hostility. There's a lot of just butting heads and issues between what these people think and what the truth is. But also, after people stop at truth, after you discovered the truth, you're more than likely going to need a solution. You're more than going to need some sense of improvement. So the third reason why you're not successful is because you've seen the things that need to be done to change. You've identified your hamartia and the things holding you back, and you have not pulled the trigger on changing those things. You might have misconceived notions about the things holding you back, but once you start working on yourself, you would be able to know That's the only reason you know, honestly, who a hater is and who's not a hater. Is that when you aren't working on yourself, that stuff affects you. And it shows whether or not you have grown or not grown. It shows whether or not you're emotionally mature or not. It really just shows you how you deal with this world and with the people in it and with yourself as well. If that makes sense, hopefully it does. Um, but it probably won't because a lot of you are fucking haters. A lot of you would honestly watch a video this long just to post some bullshit comment afterwards about, I don't think you fully understand the grass over it. I don't think you fully understand how little I give a fuck for you all. Like, shit. I really don't. I do, but I don't. I care about the things I care about. I don't care about the things you care about. Unless we care about the same things, then great. But if we don't, then why do I have to care about the shit you don't care about? That's the fifth reason you're not fucking successful. The fourth reason? Fifth? I think it's the fifth reason now. That's the fifth reason. It's like you give a shit about the shit that don't fucking got shit to do with you. You know, it's like, it's good to care about the world thing. It's good to care about but that's God's problem, brother. The apocalypse is God's problem. These racist white people is God's problem. They're their own problem, quite frankly, because I don't live around them. I don't live near them. I don't live within any sort of, I don't want to live near them. I have no desire to live around racist white people. If you gave me a commune that's diverse with a lot of different skin colors and groups of people in it, then yeah, I'd probably give that a try. For now, I'm going to take my all-black neighborhood, my racial enclave, and, segregate myself from because, like, I got too many white people telling me, no, the only answer is segregation or else we're going to kill you niggers. And I'm like, oh, well, sounds like you murder and eat people, so I'm a pass. I'm a pass. It sounds like you fuck your own mom, bro. That's a pass. I don't do that. I'll cheat on my girl before I have sex with a family. That's not my life. That's not what I do. But on the real though, like, a lot of you just care about the wrong things. And it's like, especially within my field of like writing books, I did like some really hard like market research, but more as like product research, product investigation on my own front to really crack down at like how to break through the next level. I'm not gonna give you too much on this because this is you probably get 2 more minutes of me and then I'm cutting this at 45 minutes. But my best-selling books have horrible fucking grammar. They have the most, specifically one book, Best Friends, has more spelling errors than any other book that I have written, or at this current phase, because I do edit my books, but I get I edit all day and all night for like a week or so. I get exhausted by the weekend, and I'm like, I'm just gonna release the book the way it is. Instead of pacing myself properly and finding a good way to do it, when I do, because I hate editing, I don't like it. I never did it in high school. I would just take the B basically, or take the C and know that I could have got an A had I edited my paper. But you should definitely, like, why not A? Why you not gonna A? And now it's like editing is super critical, it's super important. It's a big part of my day, it's a big part of my life now. And it's honestly become something that I've really kind of enjoyed doing. And like most things, why people are not successful is that your greatest resistance is the thing that you probably need to be doing. There's certain temptations that you have that you should refuse. But there's definitely a lot of like things that you're resisting and that you're refusing to do that would definitely help you. That would be the 6th reason. So the 7th reason you're not successful is that you have no God. You have no God. It's very hard not to be successful believing in God. Because you have a divine assignment, you follow your divine assignment, you accomplish your divine assignment, you have everlasting life. If you complicate that process, then yeah, you're going to be miserable.